Hello, it's Mr. Veale here, and I'm the head teacher of Atwood Primary Academy, which is situated in Sanderstead in South Croydon. And the day today is Friday, the 5th of June 2020, and it's absolutely lovely to be recording our latest Atwood vlog. And can't really call it the head teacher lockdown vlogs anymore because some of us, of course, have come back to school, but I know that some of you are still staying at home. So in this episode, I just want to give you a bit of an update about how the first week back has been since the 1st of June. Also, I want to give mums and dads some important updates about the slight alteration of timings for dropping off and picking up, which will be effective from Monday the 8th of June. I also wanted just to go through how to take up a place from the 21st of June for parents, and also I'd like to put in a little bit for our children as well to enjoy. So it's lovely to see you all, and I will catch up with you in a moment. Hello and welcome back. I wonder if anyone has noticed in the Joe Wick style what has changed. So I'll give you a couple of seconds, children, to see if you can work it out. Just giving you a bit of a clue. Yes, I've changed my glasses for no other reason than just to see if you're still paying attention. Now, it's been an absolutely wonderful week, first week back, and it started on Monday the 1st of June, and we welcomed some children from nursery, reception years 1 and year 6 into their protective bubbles, and we have welcomed back some lovely and familiar faces for our key worker children, and we have introduced and welcomed some more key worker children as well. So we've had about 90 children each day right across the school, and it has been absolutely amazing. So Monday and Tuesday the weather was really fine and actually very hot. We enjoyed doing some learning in the morning, playing outside, eating outside and so on. And then latterly it's got a bit chilly, but that's not going to stop us enjoying our learning and getting outside. I have been so impressed with you about your social distancing and all of your hand hygiene and so on. And I know for you younger children it's very difficult to socially distance. That means keeping 2 meters apart because you just want to play tag and run around and chase and so on. But I know your teachers will try their very hardest to make sure that you socially distance. But for you older children, you have been very, very impressive. So keep up the good work. Now, without further ado, this bit is for children. So we are going to have a look at our word of the week, which is taken from the Week Junior again, and I've highlighted it in yellow. And the word of the week is collaborate. So let's find out, because I know that Ariana Grande and Lady Gaga are collaborating on a new song. So that got me wondering where the word collaborate comes from. Well, again, it is Latin in its origin, so the language of ancient Rome. So col, C-O-L, means with or together, and labore means to work. So quite literally, to collaborate means to work together. And you know that I like my families of words, so col is used in other words such as collect and colleague. So to collect, to bring together, and colleague, somebody that you work with. And labore also has given us the English word laboratory, where scientists work, and also the phrase going into labour, when a woman's body works really hard to give birth to a baby. So the word of the week is collaborate. Now, a few weeks ago, I did a special piece about a very special nurse on the National Day for Nurses, and her name, of course, was Florence Nightingale. But I was thinking that there is another equally famous nurse called Mary Seacole, and I wanted to just bring your attention to her. And there is an absolutely wonderful picture of Mary there, and there she is. So let's find out a little bit more about her, because there's a slight local connection. So I'm going to read from the Week Junior. So, the brave nurse who really did make a difference. Did you know that a new hospital has been named in honour of Mary Seacole? So way back on the 5th of May, Headley Court, which was a former military site in Surrey in England, was transformed into the Seacole Centre, which is a temporary hospital for people recovering from COVID-19. It is named after Mary Seacole in recognition of her contribution to medicine. So Seacole was born in Jamaica in 1805. Her mother ran a hotel where people could receive medical care, and Seacole learnt a lot about nursing from her mother. She was a keen traveller. Seacole learnt more about new medicines and treatments as she journeyed across the world. During again the Crimean War, which was 1853 to 1856, Seacole wanted to join a group of nurses led by, yeah, you've guessed it, Florence Nightingale, who were going to Crimea to treat the British soldiers. And like I said before, the Crimea War was an international war fought between Britain, France and Turkey on one side and Russia on the other. However, Seacole's request to join was rejected. She believed possibly that it was because of racism, in which people are treated badly because of the colour of their skin. Instead, Seacole went to Crimea by herself and set up what was known as the British Hospital, which was a place where soldiers could go to receive treatment. Among these soldiers, she became known as Mother Seacole because of how well she looked after them. After the war, Seacole fell ill and didn't have much money. To help her, people put on a festival in her honour in 1857. Seacole also published a book about her life called Wonderful Adventures of Mrs. Seacole in Many Lands, and sadly she died in 1881 in London. Over the years, many people have campaigned for Seacole's story to be more widely told. Although the Seacole Centre is only a temporary hospital, it is hoped that this might lead to more awareness about her amazing achievements. And so, I didn't know this, but in 2016 a statue of Seacole was put up outside St Thomas's Hospital in London, and it was the first memorial statue of a named black woman in the United Kingdom. And I think because of what we have sadly found out that's happened in America, it's so important that all lives matter, of course, and we recognise the absolute contribution of all people to our society. So I really commend Mary Seacole as just being as important as Florence Nightingale. Now I want to just talk about the new timings as of Monday the 8th of June until further notice. So here we go then. So I'm going to talk about the key worker and our vulnerable children first, and so their new start time will be 8:45 and their new end time will be 3:15. I want to talk now about nursery for morning nursery children. The new start time will be 9:05, but there is no change to their end time, which will still be 11:30. I want to talk now about nursery afternoon children. There is no change at all to any of the timings, and so your start time will be 12:30 and your end time will be 3 o'clock. Now reception children, there is no change whatsoever. So the start time remains at 9:15 and the end time remains at 2:45 p.m. Year 1 now, your new start time is 9 o'clock in the morning, and your end time, your new end time, is 3:05. Now finally, our eldest children, so year 6, your new start time is 8:45 and your new end time is 3:15. All of the entrance and exit points remain the same, and mums and dads, I've laid it out in the letter that you would have received today. I'm hoping it will help a little bit, I've put the old timings and I've put the new timings for you to see what the differences are. And the new timings are all in red ink and they are all bolded out for you. So we will also put a laminated sheet and we will attach that to the lower gate under the school sign. So if you're unsure, you can always walk past at the weekend to check in with the new timings. The reason we've done this is because we feel that it's gone very smoothly in the morning. We can get our social distancing and our hand washing procedures all in place, but it doesn't need to be stretched out over such a long period of time, and so hopefully we're making the start of the morning even more efficient for everybody. So thank you very much. Okay, in this section, let's try that again. In this section, some more information, important information for mums and dads at home. So this is about future places, and we've worked really hard as a senior leadership team to try and make giving out places as easy and smooth as possible, but you will understand that there's a considerable logistical headache behind the scenes. And I've always said all the way along that I can't accommodate everybody's wishes and desires for places and days and so on, but we have done our best. Now, I know that many families, it was very difficult to make a decision from the 1st of June because perhaps they felt that was too soon, or maybe actually your circumstances have changed since the 1st of June and actually you would like your children to take up a place in the year groups which are open. So at present, that is nursery, reception, year 1 and year 6. So as we've explained in our previous communication, we said that we would always review our provision after 3 weeks. So we've done the end of the first week, and so we've got 2 more weeks to go. So to help us with this review, we really do need your help. And we need to know how many parents might now want to take up a place who didn't before. So there will be another Google form, and there's 3 options, and I just wanted to go through those with you now. So the options are: option 1, I do not want my child to return until September at the earliest. Now we say September at the earliest, but again, this is all dependent on what the government decide for schools. Option 2 is actually I would like my child to return from the week commencing June the 21st, if at all possible. And then option number 3 is I would like my child to return after the 5th of July, so that is the last 2 weeks of term if possible. And so, like I said, there's a Google form for you to complete. Now, we have got quite a tight turnaround to get all the admin done on this. So we would like you to return the form by Monday the 15th of June at 12 noon. So that's 12 noon, Monday the 15th of June. And again, just to let you know, if requests are greater than the capacity that we have, we will take requests in the order that we receive them. And the good thing about the Google Forms is that they're all time-stamped. So please do look out for this important form. Now, sadly, we've come to the end of this episode, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I've thoroughly enjoyed recording it and thoroughly enjoyed editing it for you. I know that I've been learning a lot of new skills, and I really do think it is good fun to do these vlogs, because it's going to be good fun to look back on, isn't it? Now listen, just a couple of things before we go. Don't forget, Atwood is turning 60 next Friday, so Friday the 12th of June. We will be marking the commemorations in a very simple way for those children who are present with us next Friday. We will be lowering our Union Jack and raising our Atwood flag. And also, I know, thank you to the friends of Atwood. You have purchased a wonderful time capsule, and I know the children are working hard, or will be next week, writing things down, thinking of some suitable objects to go in. And won't it be interesting, because I think that some of the things that are going to go into that time capsule will be kind of lockdown related, and wouldn't that be fascinating to look back on? I'm just going to end our program or episode today just with some little kind of snapshots of earlier in the week that I managed to take some film of. So I hope you enjoy that. But until next week, please do stay safe, stay bright, and go Team Atwood. Take care.